Good evening, everybody, and welcome to historic Gittone Stadium here in Vineland, New Jersey. Kyle Bennett here with you on the Vineland Public Schools YouTube channel, your official home for Vineland Athletics. As we've got Monday Night Lacrosse, and it is the rivalry in a brand new sport for the first time here at Gittone Stadium as your Fighting Clan on senior night pay host to the visiting Millville Thunderbolts here in Varsity Lacrosse. Very excited for this one. Millville, a very new program, and Vineland looking for some revenge from earlier this season as they lost at Millville 10-8, which is Millville's lone win of the season. It was also their first win in program history. So Vineland looking for a little revenge and looking for their first win of the season. And Coach Coring, very excited for this game. I was talking to him earlier today. The boys are fired up. And it is Monday Night Lacrosse underway here at Gittone Stadium as Vineland wins the opening faceoff. A whole lot of traffic, and Vineland turns it over, but gets the ball right back. It's Mason Gansey who flips it backwards to one of his teammates. A lot of commotion going on, fighting for that ground ball. And Millville comes up with it, but kicks it away. It's a loose ball still, and we get a whistle. Senior night, no matter what the sport, is always a night to look forward to and to show up and play even more tough and grittier than you do on a regular occasion. As Gavin Gallo makes the pass to Mason Afanador. And a shot saved by Millville, but Vineland ball still on the ground. And it's going to go Millville's way. And a deep pass down the field into the stick of number 22 for Millville. That is Jaden Dayton. Kind of goes a little wide receiver mode here at Gittone Stadium. And a pass to number 23, that's Nick Hurley for the Thunderbolts. Defended closely by Adam Gonzalez. And the pass goes wide. Vineland chasing after it. Mason Afanador looking to corral it. And he comes up with it. And he makes his way down the field using that speed that you see him regularly use on this football field as he goes tumbling down. No whistle. And now the whistle comes through. And the push is called Vineland possession. Great call, Mr. Official. It's fun seeing some of these football players that you're typically used to seeing here at Gittone Stadium playing a sport like lacrosse. You get that same physicality, but they kind of get to showcase their finesse a little bit more, and that's exactly what Mason Afanador does, number 8 in white for the Fighting Clan. He makes the pass behind the cage. Back to Mason Afanador. Shot. Corralled by Vineland. And a pass to Afanador. He rips it. And it's a reset, but it's staying with Vineland. Great opportunity here for Vineland to get on the board first. And for the first time for an official Vineland Public Schools broadcast, we've got a working scoreboard here for lacrosse. And a whistle. I believe it will stay with Vineland. Shot gets deflected, and it's scooped up by the Thunderbolts. And a pass from behind cage off the stick, and it'll go back in favor of Vineland. Vineland in their white tops, black shorts, black helmets. Millville in their all blue uniforms and their chrome orange helmets. Shot, bouncer does not go. Typically, bouncers will always go. That is the saying in lacrosse, but that one just bounces a little too high over the crossbar of the cage. But Vineland maintains possession. Bit of an errant pass there. But Jeremy Flores, the 4-year senior captain, made the most of it. Vineland comes up with it. That's Mason Gansey. He makes the pass to Jonathan Santos. Bit of a dangerous pass there to Flores and a shovel pass by Robbie Bono, just unable to fall through. But again, Vineland maintains possession. Pass to Gansey. It's knocked out of his stick. He wasn't aware. Millville comes up with the loose ball. Yard sale. Yard sale on number 28 for the Thunderbolts. Vineland pulled up and got a nice deal right there in somebody's front yard, and they're looking to cash in here. Gavin Gallo from deep. Just misses. If that were the PLL and that went in, that'd be a 2-point goal, but no 2-pointers in high school. But it's always fun to see a long pole rip a shot. Robbie Bono to Gallo. Inside to Flores. Great save and deflection by the Thunderbolt goalie. That's number 17, John Miller. But good hustle by Vineland, and they'll keep possession of the ball here. A Fanador there to pick up the ball outside of the ruckus going on, closer to the cage. Flores passes inside to Robbie Bono, and that shot misses. And Millville scoops it up, and they will have possession. Little goalie pass action there, and that'll go to number 66 for the Thunderbolts, Sam Gibson. And Millville brings it in to Vineland territory for the first time in quite some time here in this early go, with just over 7 minutes remaining here in this first quarter. Still scoreless. Shot from double zeros from the Thunderbolts, not on our roster as far as I can see. And Millville maintains possession. Good defense right now from Vineland. Number 30 for the Fighting Clan is Ashton Taylor. Great save by Destiny Colazzo, the goaltender for the Fighting Clan. That one flips out, and Millville able to come up with it. Nice hit from Gallo. And the pass goes out of the reach of number 27, Dom Rizzo, for the Thunderbolts. And Coach Coring wants a timeout. Good time out there from Coach Coring with 6:05 to go here in this opening frame. Still scoreless, and so far momentum has been in Vineland's favor. They've been able to kind of make the moves they want to. They've played good defense so far. I think Coach Coring just wants to slow things down a bit, get everybody back on track. figure this out so that they can strike first here against their rivals. Vineland comes out of the timeout, ready to rock and roll. And we're back in play. That one gets knocked loose by Jonathan Santos. And Gavin Gallo will send this Vineland's direction. As he launches that one. And a great corral there by Jeremy Flores. Shot goes wide. Mason Gansey trying to get Vineland on the board there. Fighting Clan will keep possession as Jonathan Ruger passes it to Robbie Bono. Robbie can't corral that one, but he comes up with it. Just got to settle. Bono makes a move inside. I think that one got deflected there from what I could see up here in the booth. As another skirmish happening at around the 30-yard line on your TVs. And Mason Afanador comes up with it. He rips a shot, goes wide. Vineland going to keep possession. That was something out of a movie. Mason Afanador just rising from the ruckus. And if he would have cashed that in, we would have had quite the incredible goal for the first one in this contest. Afanador. Getting defended by Noah Thompson. He passes it to Flores, goes inside. Gansey couldn't corral it. And great hustle by Vineland. But it will be Millville ball. A deep pass down the field. And great defense from the Fighting Clan. But a number of blue jerseys around to pick up the loose ball there. And we got a whistle and a flag will hit the turf for the first time. And Coach Coring not thrilled about that one. As Gage Gallo will check in. As will Caden Barnes for the Fighting Clan. Clock just ticked under 4 minutes to go here in this opening frame. No score so far. Shot and a goal for Millville. That's Jonathan Merida Velasquez. Opens the scoring here And it's 1-0 Millville, 3:39 to go here in this opening frame. And Vineland comes up with it. It's a pass to Flores, the 4-year senior captain for this Fighting Clan roster. Shot from Flores goes out of bounds. Vineland will keep possession. Mason Afanador comes up with the ground ball, rips one from deep, goes out of bounds. Good hustle from Robbie Bono and Flores there to keep possession in Vineland's favor. And a yard sale again. Vineland cashing in, and Mason Afanador taking it the other way for your Fighting Clan. Makes the pass, hits Flores. Flores with a shot. And it goes out of bounds. Jonathan Ruger will come up with it, and Vineland will do it again. Millville taking it their way, trying to double up on their lead. Leading in this one 1-0, but Gavin Gallo has other plans. The pole sends it deep, and it's over the head of Flores. And this will be a Millville possession. It's a prime opportunity for Vineland to try to get this ball back in the closing minute and a half here of this opening quarter, trailing 1-0 against their rivals. Marita Velasquez, he's got the lone goal in this game, sends it back. And a shot off the mark from number 99, Chet Tostavin. Rocking that 99, made famous by Paul Rabel. And of course now donned by my good friend and defenseman for the Carolina Chaos, Jack Rowlett. As Vineland causing some ruckus, trying to come up with a ground ball here. But Millville comes up with it. Under a minute to go here in this first quarter. Millville leading 1-0. And a shot ripped. Bouncer goes out. I believe this will stay with Millville. And a whistle. So we'll get a timeout here. While we're in this timeout, if you're watching at home, make sure you're subscribed to the Vineland Public Schools YouTube channel, youtube.com/@VLDSchoolsTV. That is where you get every single broadcast, whether it's athletics, a board meeting, a school event, and everything in between throughout the entire Vineland Public Schools district during this school year and beyond. And it is the official home for Vineland Athletics. Be sure to hit that bell icon as well on your device of choice so you don't miss out on any broadcasts in the future, as well as the remainder of this one if you haven't tuned in yet. That's youtube.com/@VLDSchoolsTV, your official home for Vineland Athletics. Back from the timeout. Vineland looking to keep this a 1-0 game or score a goal of their own if they can within the next 30 seconds and counting. But Millville has possession in Vineland's zone. That one goes out of bounds, and it's a race to the ball. And it will stay with Millville. 19.8 seconds to go in this opening quarter. Great spin move to stay with your matchup there by Adam Gonzalez of your Fighting Clan. As Gage Gallo comes up with the ground ball, sends it down the field, but nobody's there, and the horn will sound. And that will do it for the first quarter of action here at Gittone Stadium. The visiting Thunderbolts lead this one 1-0. Vineland looking to keep this positive momentum they've had rolling and get on the board themselves and try to take a lead for the first time. We'll be back after a short break. You're watching Varsity Lacrosse here on the Vineland Public Schools YouTube channel. Second quarter about to get underway here at Gittone Stadium. A fresh 12 minutes, and Vineland looking to get their first goal of this contest here against the visiting rival Millville Thunderbolts. Kyle Bennett here with you on the official home for all Vineland athletics. That is the Vineland Public Schools YouTube channel. We're coming to you live from Gittone Stadium. And second quarter face-off goes in Vineland's favor. But a whistle, and it will be going to Millville instead. Mason Afanador looking to take this downfield as he's swerving all over the place. Sends it deep, but Millville comes up with it, and a great defensive play by Robbie Bono to knock that away. Robbie Bono doesn't realize that Millville's defender didn't pick it up. Flores trying to make something of it. Mason Afanador unable to come up with it, and now Millville has possession. And a big hit from Gavin Gallo. And a flag flies down. I don't agree with that from up here in the booth. That was a clean hit from Gavin Gallo. Nick Hurley with possession for Millville. Shot and saved by Tristan Morgan. And a deflection there from Vineland's defense. That one gets knocked away. And Adam Gonzalez takes a tough tumble. No whistle, no flag. And Millville comes up with it. Shot from number 99 is deflected, and Vineland comes up with it. It gets twirled out of the stick of Ashton Taylor. Goes to midfield. Caden Barnes trying to get it into his stick, but unable to do so. Ball is kicked. And it felt like nobody from Vineland knew where the ball was as Millville comes up with possession as Evan Crespo was the one to come up with it. A shot and goes in from double zeros for the Thunderbolts. Unfortunately not on our roster by number. That's the first goal for Agent 00 for Millville, and they extend their lead 2-0 here with 8:55 to go until halftime. Here we go. Vineland looking to get on the board for the first time in this contest, trailing 2-0 here against Millville. Brian Beasley with it for Millville. It's Mason Afanador. Goes in, loses his own stick. And that one gets popped out of Beasley's stick on his own accord. Gallo can't come up with it, so Millville maintains possession, but Marita Velasquez loses it, and now there's 4-on-1 for Mason Afanador. He kind of has to let that one go as Gallo bullies Evan Crespo to get possession here for the Fighting Clan as they make their way down the field. Big hit on Robbie Bono. Ball is up for grabs, and we get a whistle. And it's Vineland's ball. Bono gets hit as he passes to Mason Afanador. Afanador looking to make his way to the cage. That shot gets deflected as he sent it. But Vineland will keep possession, trying to get on the board for the first time here. About 7.5 minutes to go until halftime. Game still very much within reach for Vineland, only trailing 2-0. That one is intercepted by number 28 for the Thunderbolts, not on our roster. And they're going the other way and going quickly. Pass out to Evan Crespo. And Gavin Gallo comes up with the loose ball. And another whistle. Ref simply just not letting them play. The physicality factor so far has drawn whistles. It's a 1-minute slashing call. Against Gavin Gallo. Robbie Bono makes the pass, shot, bouncer goes in. And Vineland's on the board. A great pass from Robbie Bono to Jonathan Ruger for the first goal of the game for the Fighting Clan. It's 2-1 now with 6:33 until halftime. Bono comes up with the ground ball around the cage, finds Ruger, and Ruger let that shot rip and gets Vineland on the board. And face-off goes Vineland's way. And a bouncer, just not enough juice on it from Matt Torres. Millville launches this one. As Gavin Gallo comes up limping. Hopefully everything's okay with Gallo, as Millville has possession in Vineland's zone. And that's a beautiful shot from 99 in blue and orange. And Millville now has a 3-1 lead. Matt Torres takes the face off, and almost an own goal by Millville. Millville's goalie can't corral it, and they send this one in Millville's direction. Over the head of Millville's goaltender. That's Vineland ball. Robbie Bono. And a shot by Flores gets deflected. A flag flies. Shot unable to go, and there's the whistle for the impending flag. Ruger sends the pass to a Fanador. Apologies. That was Joseph Morello, not Mason Afanador. That ball's kicked towards midfield, but Mason Afanador comes up with it. Afanador, plenty of real estate. Spins away, takes a shot. Bounces off the foot of the goalkeeper for Millville, and Flores was unable to corral it and control it, and Millville's taking it the other way. Shot, score, number 23, Nick Hurley cashes in, and it's 4-1 Millville. .406 to go until halftime. Vineland now trailing by 3. Lone goal for the Fighting Clan came from Jonathan Ruger, assisted by Robbie Bono. And Matt Torres won the clamp but didn't get the possession there as Millville trying to add to their lead. Shot goes wide and out of bounds. Shot goes wide, corralled by Marita Velasquez to number 99. He's got a goal in this one already. Shot, deflected and saved. Good defense there, and Vineland will get possession here with 2:39 to go until halftime. Trying to cut into this Millville lead as much as they possibly can before the break. Gavin Gallo launches this one deep downfield. Flores didn't see it and saves it from going out of bounds. Jeremy Flores, shot saved. Still Vineland possession. 2:17 to go until halftime. Robbie Bono with the shot, just misses. Flores gonna come up with it. Shot, Ruger gets denied. And Millville has possession. Shot, score. And another goal for the Thunderbolts as Gavin Kahn, the freshman, puts it away. And it's 5-1 Millville with 1:37 until halftime. whistle. Timeout Millville. 1:05 remaining. Coach Coring is fired up. Not thrilled with how his team is playing. I think he broke his sunglasses. And here we go. If you're not fired up as a member of this Fighting Clan roster after those two huddle speeches from Coach Coring and Coach Garton, I don't know what'll get you going. Nick Hurley flips it. Under 30 seconds to go until halftime. Feels like Millville's kind of just playing keep away unless they find a shot they like. Pass outside. And a big hit. And there is the buzzer. We'll go into halftime with the visiting Millville Thunderbolts leading Vineland 5-1. We'll see if Vineland can figure some things out at halftime and put some goals in the back of the net. We'll be back for second half action right here on the official home for all Vineland athletics, the Vineland Public Schools YouTube channel. Kyle Bennett here with you. Don't go anywhere. We'll see you in the second half. Welcome back, everybody. You are watching Monday Night Lacrosse here on the Vineland Public Schools YouTube channel, the official home for all things Vineland athletics. Your Fighting Clan trailing the visiting Millville Thunderbolts 5-1 as our third quarter opening face-off gets underway. Matt Torres trying to get possession here for Vineland early. And that he does. He's been fantastic at the face-off stripe tonight. Great body-to-body move there by Joseph Morello. Coach Coring and Coach Garton towards the end of that first half were not thrilled with how Vineland kind of just standing around outside of a couple players and not making any moves to enhance the product that they can put out on the field and play up to the capabilities they know they can play at. And I said going into the break, if that doesn't fire you up with those speeches that they gave in the huddle, I don't know what will. As a shot from Vineland goes wide. And the race to the ball goes to Vineland. Coach Coring in the process broke his sunglasses. Mason Afanador passes it to Jeremy Flores. Flores makes a move, takes a shot, goes wide. Afanador running after it. Keeps possession with the Fighting Clan. Mason Gansey makes the pass. Flores to Afanador. Mason Afanador takes a shot. Goes wide. Vineland keeping possession here. Keeping the pressure applied. Trying to chip away at this Millville lead. As Vineland trails by 4 here in the early go of the third quarter. Good step 2 from the Millville defender there on Robbie Bono. Bono makes a pass, a shot, gets deflected. Ball goes wide. And Vineland picks up the ground ball. Mason Afanador with a shot. Sails wide. Gansey took a shot. That one went wide. Afanador. One went wide, but Robbie Bono comes up with it. Bono tried to shovel it backwards, but holds on to it, makes a move inside, loses the ball. And a whistle. As Vineland will keep possession here. Vineland's got to find a way to cash in here. They've had the ball down in Millville's and most of this early go here in the third quarter as we're almost ready to tick under 9 minutes and into the 8-minute mark here of this third quarter. Jeremy Flores with the ball. He makes a pass and a yard sale for the Thunderbolts and a behind the back pass from Sam Gibson, and we got a whistle. As the officials have not liked any of the roughhousing or physicality that has come across in this game, as Nick Hurley and a flag. Mason Afanador is going to get called for slashing. Millville operating from behind the cage. And a shot. And a deflection there and a save by Tristan Morgan. Gavin Gallo. That one didn't go the way he thought it would, but he picks up the ground ball. That one's knocked out of his stick, goes out of bounds, and it will stay with Millville. It's Gavin Kahn, who has a goal in this contest. Sends it to his teammate, number 2. And a great save by Tristan Morgan for the Fighting Clan as Gage Gallo sends this one to Robbie Bono and goes out of bounds. Big hit from Jeremy Flores, and they throw a flag. Should be on Millville as play continues. A shot doesn't go. And it's picked up by Millville, so yes, it should be a penalty against the Thunderbolts there. Mason Afanador checks back in for Vineland. Ruger sends it to Afanador, who finds Flores. Back to Afanador. Vineland looking for any semblance of offense here. They've had possession down in Millville's zone most of this quarter. And looking to capitalize. Trying to cut into this lead that the Thunderbolts have built. Flores makes a move. Ball goes out of bounds. Stays with Vineland. Bono with the pass to Joseph Morello. Shot hits the outside of the net. And it'll be Millville ball. This one's yeeted downfield, but Gavin Gallo's there to kind of play a little deflection game as he picks it up, and there's a flag. It's a flag on Vineland. Caden Barnes checks in for Vineland. Shot goes wide. And it'll be Vineland ball. Good hustle there from Adam Gonzalez. awareness of the sidelines by Gavin Gallo. He bull rushes, sends this one deep, but nobody is there. Mason Afanador cuts it off before it gets out of bounds and comes up with the rock. Great awareness by Mason Afanador. As he slips, falls, makes his way through the traffic, stays on his feet, passes it back. Jeremy Flores is there to pick it up, but he can't corral it in his stick. And Millville's going the other way with the 3-on-2 advantage. Shot is deflected by Tristan Morgan. And it'll be Vineland possession. 4:35 to go here in the third quarter. That's Ruger, and the ball falls out of his stick, and it's going Millville's way. And there is Kahn. Passes it to Crespo. There's a shot, save, Tristan Morgan. And Gage Gallo with the outlet pass. Can't handle it as he moves down the field. Millville comes up with it. Gavin Gallo trying to make a ruckus. And it's Vineland ball as Gallo sends that one deep. Robbie Bono can't get it in his stick, but Jonathan Ruger is there. Finds Flores with a shot, scores! The 4-year senior captain, Jeremy Flores, with his first goal here on senior night. Cuts into the Thunderbolt lead with 3:19 to go here in the third quarter. Great sequence there as Flores cashes in for the first time here at Gittone Stadium against the Thunderbolts and cuts Millville's lead to 3. It's 5-2 Millville. Poetic there for the 4-year senior captain to score here on senior night against Millville. It'll be Matt Torres taking that face off. Trying to get possession. It's a whole lot of bodies. Corralling for one ball and a whistle. Bit of confusion on the referee's part. That was Vineland possession. Was trying to give it to Millville. Vineland has a little life here. Under 3 minutes to go until the end of the third quarter. Robbie Bono finds the pass to Ruger. And it's the outside of the net. And John Miller will send the pass out. It's off the mark. And it'll stay with Millville. Millville with possession. Shot, sails high. Out of the stick of Matt Miller. Vineland with possession. Gallo. Sails this one. Down to Caden Barnes. Trying to make a mech. And a flag. Sorry, not a flag. This piece of debris just kind of flew on the field, but Vineland keeps possession here. Under 2 minutes to go until the end of the third quarter. Vineland trailing 5-2. They've had the ball in Millville's zone most of this third quarter. Trying to cash in again. But Millville had other plans there as they come up with the rock. And Millville's taking it. Shot sails wide from Crespo. And Millville wins the race to the ball. Good defense there, knocked the ball out of the stick. But it goes into the stick as the Vineland defender tries to corral it. Shot goes wide. Millville there to win the race to the ball. .7 seconds remaining in this third quarter. Vineland trailing by 3. It's 5-2 Millville. There is the horn to end the third quarter. A much better effort on both ends of the field for Vineland in that third quarter. We'll take a quick break and get you set for fourth quarter action here for Monday Night Lacrosse on the Vineland Public Schools YouTube channel. As we go to the break, Millville leads this one 5-2. Getting set for the fourth quarter here at historic Gittone Stadium in Vineland, New Jersey. The final quarter of Monday Night Lacrosse here on the Vineland Public Schools YouTube channel, your official home for all Vineland athletics. Kyle Bennett here with you. It's your Fighting Clan trying to claw their way back into this one, trailing by 3. It's 5-2 in favor of the visiting Millville Thunderbolts here on senior night. Jonathan Ruger and Jeremy Flores have your 2 goals for the Fighting Clan. And that shot bounces in past Tristan Morgan. And I believe that was number 22, Jaden Dayton, who cashed in there, and it's now 6-2 Millville here early in this fourth quarter. Shot goes wide. Shot just misses. Vineland looking to cut this lead down as much as they can. Trailing 6-2. Robbie Bono with possession for Vineland. Inside, Mason Gansey gets deflected. And a big collision at the Vineland sideline. With Jonathan Santos and D. Fowler for Millville. As Vineland keeps the ball, Robbie Bono. Low pass corralled by Gansey. Kind of being held there. Surprised no call. Bono can't hold on to it. Ball still loose. And Flores comes up with it. Ruger gets hit, and there's the flag. As Mason Afanador shoots it wide. And Vineland keeps possession. Afanador a little slow to get up. Flag still in play, so Vineland loses possession unless they're calling it now, which they are. And a whistle. And we'll resume plays. Jonathan Ruger. Vineland with it. Pass to Mason Afanador. Afanador lets loose. And a great save by John Miller. Millville going the other way. And a big hit from Mason Afanador. And Alex Berry is slow to get up. We are back. Apologies for the long delay. There was a bit of a serious injury to Millville defender Alex Berry. Hopefully he's okay. Walked off the field with crutches. We are back. 9:23 remaining in regulation. Vineland trailing 6-2. Millville has possession. And just waiting for that referee signal here. And we are back. It's Nick Hurley with possession, being defended by Caden Barnes. Hurley rips a shot, and it goes in. Nick Hurley with his second goal of the evening gives Millville a 5-goal lead. It's 7-2 Thunderbolts. Matt Torres will go to the face-off stripe. Try to get possession here. And whistles. And it's going to be a redo of the face-off. Vineland's got the ball. Mason Afanador. Afanador still with it, takes a shot, and it goes wide. Joe Morello. That one soars out of bounds. It will stay with Vineland. It's Jeremy Flores. Bring it back into play for the Fighting Clan. Flores. Pass goes a little wide of where he was looking to go, and Afanador picks it up. Afanador from 30 yards out ripped the shot. shouldn't say 30 yards out, but from that 30-yard line, about 20 yards, which is longer than a Premier Lacrosse League 2-point arc. By about 6 yards. And we have a flag with 6:44 to go in regulation. Millville with it. 6.5 to go in regulation. And a whistle. It's going to go Vineland's way. As Gallo launches this one into the stick of Jonathan Santos, who speeds his way through. And a yard sale again for the Thunderbolts, and now they're taking it their own way. Speedy transition, a shot gets deflected, and a flag hits the turf. And a Vineland player slow to get up as trainer Dave makes his way out onto the field. I believe it's Ashton Taylor. He seems to be okay. Hopefully everything's all right with number 30. .538 remaining in regulation here at Gittone Stadium. Millville attempted a shot there. Ball fell out of the stick of number 2. But number 99 comes up with it. And a save there from Tristan Morgan. This one hits midfield, and Jeremy Flores comes up with it, has plenty of real estate, takes a shot, bouncers will go. Jeremy Flores cashes in for his second goal of the afternoon and into the evening. The 4-year senior captain made the most of that possession, and it's now 7-3 Millville still in the lead with 4:52 to go in regulation. Millville takes it their own way, and Vineland wins the battle for the ball. About 4.5 minutes remaining in regulation. Vineland down by 4. Ball bounces away into the open space. And it'll be Vineland ball. 4:19 on the clock. That one gets away from both Vineland and Millville players. Millville tries to corral it. Ruger was there. But Millville comes up with it, takes it the other way. A pass. And good defense there by Gage Gallo to knock the ball loose. And Gallo launches this one into the stick of Joe Morello, who passes it, and a shot deflected. And battle for the ball stays with Vineland. 3:35 to go. And a whistle. Stop some momentum. And we're good to go. Vineland with possession. Flores. Fanador with a shot, gets deflected. It's a battle for the ball right in front of the goalie. Bodies hit the floor, and whistles finally sound off, and it will be Millville ball. Joe Morello came up limping as Coach Coring heads out onto the field to tend to his injured player. Ball's loose. And Gavin Gallo comes up with it. Finds his man, Mason Gansey. Put a shot. Will it count? It does! Mason Gansey connects. A little finesse, a little pizzazz, and Mason Gansey cashes in his first goal of the evening for the Fighting Clan. And with 2:41 remaining in regulation, it's once again just a 3-goal lead for Millville, 7-4 your score. And Vineland will win the face-off as Gansey comes up with it. Tries to hit Robbie Bono, and it deflects off the top of his stick, but Jonathan Ruger there to come up with it. And Mason Afanador will scoop up the ground ball. Afanador trying to make a move around this Millville defense. Vineland trailing by 3. Afanador hits his man. Shot gets deflected. Flores comes up with it. Flores making moves, crashing the defense, passes it out. Afanador comes up with the ground ball. Under 2 minutes to go, about 90 seconds and counting. And we got a whistle, and I believe it's a timeout. 1 minute and 30 seconds to go in regulation. And if this is your first time tuning into lacrosse and you love what you see and you want to hear more of my lovely voice talk about this awesome sport, you can check out and subscribe to the Outside the Box podcast wherever you get your podcasts with myself and DJ Hughes, as we cover the pro game and the college game extensively every single week on the Underground Sports Philadelphia podcast network. Just search Outside the Box podcast wherever you get your podcasts, or on the Underground Sports Philadelphia YouTube channel. You can watch ourselves talk about lacrosse. It's a fun time. So definitely check out the Outside the Box podcast if you want to hear more about the pro game of lacrosse, wherever you get your podcasts. 1 minute, 30 seconds to go here in regulation. Vineland trailing by 3. Millville comes up with it. And ball's on the ground. Gavin Gallo comes up with it. And that's going to be a whistle as he lowered his head. Vineland comes up with the ground ball. This one goes past midfield. Millville comes up with it. Clock ticks under 40 seconds here in regulation. And a whistle. And it's going to be Vineland ball. Gallo launches this one over the head of Caden Barnes. Barnes unable to control it as Millville comes up with it. And a whistle with 13 seconds to go. And that will do it here from Gittone Stadium as Millville secure their second win of the season, both coming against Vineland, as the Fighting Clan fall here on senior night by a final score of 7-4. Just wasn't their night for Vineland, as Millville sweeps the season series. Effort did see a drastic switch after halftime for the Fighting Clan, but just didn't have enough early on to combat what Millville was able to do in the second quarter and early in that third quarter. As the teams will meet for the post-game handshake. Big thank you to Doug Diola and our entire production team for making tonight's broadcast happen. Be sure to subscribe to the Vineland Public Schools YouTube channel so you don't miss out on any future broadcasts, including tomorrow, where we will be back at Vineland High School taking in your varsity softball team. Congrats to Morgan Harrell Alvarez. She recorded her 100th hit today for the Fighting Clan. But we'll be back at the softball diamond tomorrow afternoon, so you don't want to miss out on that one. Click that bell icon on your device of choice and subscribe to the Vineland Public Schools YouTube channel, your official home for all Vineland athletics. Your final score, once again, Millville 7, Vineland 4. I'm Kyle Bennett. Thanks for tuning in with us for Monday Night Lacrosse Senior Night here at Gittone Stadium. Everyone have a wonderful evening and a safe one. And as always, go Vineland.